Though it does look like AcceL also going with Siege Tank Tech and going with tanks and looking at Stim Pack, while Tasteless is going for the Marauder and Concussive Shell build. Which really, it looks like more of a ground army workout here for both sides. And AcceL just kind of going out and scouting. Tasteless just keeping on building those wonderful Marauders. And it looks like AcceL also going with Marauders and Concussive Shell as well. We do see two racks out for him. Still going with some medvacs here. And it looks like Tasteless getting ready to do some kind of aggression here. Bringing his tanks up onto this side of the line, but this one siege tank, definitely seeing it right there. We do see in that little bit here, Tasteless getting in just for a look, seeing what he's got to go against. Tasteless trying to get out of there before the rest of his tanks can go down. But AcceL starting to go in, getting ready to attack Tasteless here. Bringing in those Marauders, slowing down those tanks. And Tasteless bringing down more Marauders with his tank. We do see Tasteless having that cavity here around AcceL. Not a good place for AcceL to be in here, especially with these Marauders easily taking out Thor and taking out that last Marauder here. More tanks and Marauders on inbound for Tasteless, and it's just like a tank and spank here with these Marauders and tanks. For both sides, they're just playing the same card here. The only difference is that AcceL has Siege or Thors if he would want to, but it looks like he's going the same build now as Tasteless. And Tasteless, of course, just scouting around with his SCVs, making sure nothing's up here. That rock's still there. Now it looks like Tasteless wanting to do a split with his units to surround if he needs to. Oh, that poor SCV. Well, at least he got a cigar lit there. And Tasteless pulling back, going to start taking out these rocks here. Looks like he wants to expand up here. He does have a command center coming up. Another factory and another racks coming up as well. He's looking to really start building up his army fast. Already at the 93 area and starting to build some supply depots so he doesn't get supply blocked. We see on this side we're at 100, so it's 193 right now. Engineering bay coming down for AcceL, and AcceL going to build up here as well to try and take this area out. And it looks like Tasteless starting to get up here, getting ready to fight something. Putting a siege tank on that ramp so that he can get some look on this ramp here. And having that Viking there really helps, especially for the vision. It does have that on hold so that it's not going to be moving into that army. And it looks like, yeah, look at this. Tasteless building up a turret here because he knows there's going to be expansion here soon. So he wants to make sure to hit that as much as possible before it lands. We do have Tasteless building up his massive Marauder and tank build. And on the other side, we also have tanks here with a lot of Marauders on AcceL's side. So AcceL right now having the high ground advantage, starting to take out these tanks. Maybe take out this Marauder here. Yeah, that Marauder gets hit a little bit, but he gets out of oh, that's bad right there by Tasteless, and AcceL scanning there just to see what's on the other side here. Tasteless taking out that one Viking and going in for this Viking. Or this medvac here. Of course, there's no anti-air here, so this Viking kind of has its own way here. And yeah, there's that, and we have another one down here, but we do have a fight down here. Tanks, Marauders, all going together. A straight line here from Tasteless, and AcceL's going through it. Look at that. AcceL takes out these Marauders here and lives the fight another day and starts going forward on the line. That one lone Marauder does take out that tank, but AcceL starting to go up with his army here. Gonna go cuddle that bear thing in the jig, and just takes out that tank, starts going up, could be pushing up a little bit more with these other units. Starts to take out that tank, takes out these Marauders up here, and this Viking coming down for support, but easily taken out by those Marauders. Marauders coming up onto that orbital command that's being built. More Marauders coming down, SCVs coming off the line to just start harassing around, trying to get them to stop doing anything. And it looks like it's working for Tasteless. Tasteless definitely blocking all these Marauders from getting around. And oh, those Marauders in the yellow getting out of there, though. These SCVs pulling back now that Tasteless has a big enough army. Oh, this is great. And taking out those Marauders. We do see a missile turret being built here to take care of this command center. Will it be up in time? AcceL's just kind of... Oh, he does land it here. And Tasteless trying to get as much as possible here taken down on this command center. But two Vikings coming in will be taking out that, and will be landing these, and will be taking out these turrets. Looks like Tasteless going for the high ground here. Going to be putting another command center. Well, we'll be putting that command center right there in the gold expansion. More missile turrets being built here by Tasteless. Tasteless going up into the air. There's nothing to hit him with right now. This is all just ground army, and it looks like AcceL trying to take out these rocks, and Tasteless trying to get in position here to start taking out some of these units that are coming up the ramp, while these Marauders will see that and be able to hit as much as possible. AcceL, of course, sending up these Vikings so that he does have some air coverage here for these tanks to take anything that comes in the path here. These Marauders getting taken out. AcceL starting to come in and take over this expansion area here. Yeah, down a quarter life here for AcceL on that command center. Those turrets did their job. And it looks like AcceL does see that Tasteless is on this gold expansion, so we'll be trying to go for it here, and Tasteless scanning here as well to see how big of a composition AcceL has at that area. So we do see Tasteless has a good area of vision here. And it looks like AcceL trying to go down here to the south, trying to get up into Tasteless' main base. Of course, Tasteless, look at this massive army now coming up for Tasteless. Combined with the army from the north. Tasteless stimming. AcceL stimming, taking out that one flank and coming up with these Marauders. Oh, this is going to be close. The Marauders for Tasteless, though, do have +1 attack, whereas AcceL's do not. AcceL probably could have done better. I mean, he's had this for a while here. He probably could have done some upgrades. But it looks like Tasteless now going up and shooting for this expansion. AcceL saying he hasn't been playing his best here. And it looks like Tasteless is going to start taking out this expansion, especially since it can't lift off. It's looking into a planetary fortress, but I don't think it's going to be there in time to be able to defend itself. And there's the GG from AcceL as he leaves the game. And very good Terran versus Terran game here. Different builds, which is great. It's great to see two people going against each other, different builds, especially in the beginning of the game where it can be a little boring on both sides. Look at all of these. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have come down here and saw this. Look at all these SCVs. I call that saturation on on that mineral line. Holy cow. That would have been a smorgasbord for some Hellions right there. But yeah, both sides playing very well. Very early aggression on from both sides, which is great. Tasteless getting the crap scared out of him with that Thor. But then they're kind of just going the same build in the mid-game into the end game, which was okay. You know, one side having high ground advantage, one side not having it, but those Vikings really coming into play for that. So let me know if you want some more Tasteless games here, folks, and I will try and get them on. And make sure to subscribe and make sure to leave some comments down below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.